everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi, my name is Caitlin, welcome, and today we're going to be updating the No Pans Left Behind project that I started a few months ago. So the reason I started this project is because I have so many eyeshadow palettes, I have so many beautiful shades, but they just go untouched and unloved in my collection because I focus so much on my pan that palette, pan those eyeshadows, hit pan goals, crazy usage goals, all that kind of stuff, that a lot of my palettes just go completely untouched for a year at a time, and I really don't want that to happen anymore. I want to really love my palettes, I want to really engage with all of them, really know all of them, and this project has really helped with that. I'm really enjoying the project so far. It's opened my eyes. I found really beautiful shades that I love, which is something that I didn't even realise that I had in my collection, which is wild. Normally we work on 2 palettes at a time, or if I'm really close to finishing a palette I will roll in a third one. Today we're rolling 2 palettes out and then we're rolling 1 in. We have 2 really good progress palettes and then 1 very disappointing one. But just before we jump into it, if you have not already, please like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I do so many project pans, so many shop my stashes, crazy, bright, colourful, fun eye looks. That is what I'm all about on this channel. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first palette that we had was a rollover from a previous month. This is the Huda Beauty Neon Orange palette. And this is what this palette looks like. As you can see, it is super fun, super vibrant, so perfect for summer. So I was really happy to roll this in and play around with it. Before this project, I probably used it a few times and I got it on my birthday in September, so I obviously needed to use it so much more because it is beautiful. Like, I don't like pink, but this palette is a little exception. I do really enjoy it. So this month I only had these 3 shades to work on, so I just did one look using all 3 shades, and I'll put it on screen now. So I used this kind of darker orange in the direct crease. I actually blended it out with this corner shade. It wasn't left to use, but I still used it again. So I did end up using this one twice. And then I blended that out with this middle kind of pastel-y orange. And then I just stuck this beautiful orange shimmer up here on the lid. And then I paired that with like quite a dramatic winged liner and some big lashes. And honestly, love it. I've really started to enjoy basic looks with big lashes and like a big liner. It's just, I don't know, it's something quick, it's something easy. I can throw it on, feel cool, feel a little sexy, go out the house and just be really happy with my makeup. Of course, I love this kind of makeup. I just love it, but sometimes you're not in the mood to sit down for like an hour and do your makeup. So these kind of looks, these very simple 2, maybe 3 shadow looks, have really been speaking to me recently. So yeah, I'm really happy that we have finally managed to use this palette. It didn't take too long, it only took 2 months, but this is something I wouldn't voluntarily reach for, I don't think, in my collection, unless I was in the specific mood for it. But I've just really enjoyed playing with this. The sunset look that I did last month still speaks to me. It still gets me in the feels. I really love that look and I probably will recreate it sometime, and that is how you really know that I love a look, because I rarely recreate looks unless it's with like pan those eyeshadows or pan that palettes. So yeah, well done me. Next was the Lion King Nala palette. This is actually called Jungle Princess, but I just call it the Nala palette because it's got Nala on it. This is what my palette is looking like now. It is, again, very summery. And I have used every single shade in this palette. So this is the first look that we did. I really loved this look. This was probably one of my favourite looks I did with kind of project palettes. This look I'm loving, but it's not a project. These colours aren't in a project, apart from like this shimmery blue right at the end. But anyway, the first look we did, we started with a black in the like direct crease area. I really love doing that. I really enjoy using blacks, but as you can see, there is no black in this palette, so that doesn't count. I blended that out with Elephant Graveyard, which is like the most perfect neutral mid-toned green. It's so vibrant. I really enjoyed that. And I blended that out with Lioness, which is this middle shade. On camera, it looks like a very bright yellow, but in the pan, it's like a chartreuse. Beautiful. And it is very pigmented. I did realise, I said this when I was reviewing this palette, but I realised it even more when I was doing this project. The quality in this palette is very hit or miss. Some of the shades are so pigmented, so beautiful, blend amazing, and some of them just don't. But these two greens, really enjoyed that. Then I cut the crease and put Main Gal on the crease. I just love this look. I felt like a tropical princess. I loved it. I went to Aldi and the girl on the till complimented my makeup and I was like, today is a good day. I just felt nice. You know when your makeup makes you feel nice? And that is definitely a feel-good look that I did. I really enjoyed it. It was just lovely. Now the second look that I did, I used a lot of shades. I used the rest of the shades in one look. So this is the look. I did enjoy this one, not as much though. So let me look, because there's so many shades. We used Serafina in the crease. I can't remember, did I use a black? I probably used a black first, but that just goes without saying. Then I used Serafina in the crease. If you don't know, Serafina is Nala's mum. Not many people know that, but I am a big Lion King nerd and I know that. So there you go. Then I used True Love to blend that out. Then I put Best Friend here on the crease. I used Right Hand to kind of blend the matte and the shimmer on the outer corners. Then I used Royal on the lower lash line. This comes off as nothing. This is Air. If you want like a purple, don't use this. I packed this on about 5 layers. It just looked like the tiniest hint of something. This is the shade I'm so disappointed in this palette. It's non-existent. It does not exist. And then I decided to do something a little bit out of my comfort zone. I've never done this before, but I scraped a little bit of Queen onto an MUA palette. I added some setting spray to it. I know it should be like something else, like Invisalign, not Invisalign, Duraline, that's it, Invisalign. But I tried to use this as a liner over my cut crease, and it worked. It worked a little bit. I put a little bit too much setting spray in, so it was a little bit like very liquidy. But for my first attempt, I think I did very, very well. I knew I wanted to use the rest of these shades in some way in that look, and that's just the way that I did it, and I incorporated it. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. Okay, this palette, this is the Baroque palette. I have not touched this. I have not used any of the shades in here. Yep. I don't really know what else to say. It's just very out of my comfort zone right now. I want to play around with like bright, colourful blues, yellows, bright shades, and this is just a little bit, it's not what I'm feeling right now. Hopefully in the next month I'll be able to get some use out of this. I know I've like planned some looks to do with it, but I've just not done them yet. So, I mean, this is staying in. So now I've got up my Tiny Decisions app. I'm going to roll in one new palette because we have a whole palette to play around with. I have made a little bit of a decision. If I roll in like any of my big Carnival palettes or my big like Bella Pierre palette, I'm gonna put the goal to use it 15 times as a whole, because I just think that having like 40 eyeshadows to use is gonna take me 6 months. So I don't really want to do that. So if we do get that, I'm praying that we don't, I'm just gonna have a goal to use it 15 times. Okay, let us go. We're spinning and we will see what we're working on. Okay, so this is a little bit strange. Okay, this is, it just says neutral 2, as you can see, and this is my second neutral singles palette. So let me grab that out. So this is what the palette is looking like, and there are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23 shades in this. I'm gonna roll again. I'm sorry, but like this is, I don't really want to do that. I want to kind of focus on true palettes instead of singles. I have my Build Your Own Palette series for that, so I hope you don't mind, but I am gonna roll again. And we get, look we get the Beautybay Wilderness eyeshadow palette. Okay, I'm so happy I re-rolled. I've been wanting an excuse to play with this for so long, and now I can. This is what this palette looks like. I'm so excited. It's so bright, it's perfect for summer and autumn as well, but summer I'm being washed out by this. This is what it looks like because it's going to wash me out. I'm so excited to play with this. I've not had the opportunity to play with it that much since I bought it. I think it came out maybe October last year, around then. I've played around with it a little bit, as you can tell. There are some little dips, but overall really not much. So I'm so excited to have the opportunity to play with this. It is making me look like a ghost. But I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so happy that we re-rolled for that. So this is actually the first non-9 eyeshadow palette that we've rolled. So this may take a little while. That's okay. Hopefully I can get the Baroque palette out so that we can re-roll. That would be nice. Anyway, this is what we are rolling in. And we are rolling these two palettes out. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm very happy with that. I'm very, very happy indeed. I get to play around with some beautiful colourful shades and also some kind of more grungy, murky tones. We'll see how that goes. So that is everything for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. Let me know if you're doing this project. I would love to go and check you out. Have an incredible day and I will see you in the next video.